What's that sound? It's For Amusement Only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast. Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. The date I'm recording this is July 29th of 2015. On this day in 1918, one of the most famous designers in pinball was born. Wanye Neyens turns 97 today. So I thought I'd go over some of what made his career so great. First of all, we're lucky enough to be able to hear Mr. Neyens' own thoughts on an episode of Topcast, Clay Harrell's podcast. In the interview, he talks about various very interesting things that he encountered over his career. But tonight I wanted to talk about what he was able to accomplish. IPDB holds 179 games designed by Mr. Neyens. Gottlieb games from the woodrail era up through many of the wedge heads into the 1970s. Think of a famous Gottlieb EM, and likely he was the designer. Here are just some of the highlights. Spot Bowler, a game with bowling pins on the playfield, which will unlight as you spot the various pins on the playfield rollovers or targets. Mermaid, the famous, incredibly collectible woodrail with the backglass animation. Niagara, hit and run, 2 wood rails with beautiful illustrations revealed as you score points on the backglass. Chinatown, a game where you try to score 21 points and there's no way for the ball to drain. You have to lock it in a trap hole. Queen of Hearts, one of the very difficult games that utilizes the gobble hole very well. Dragonette, a game more well known for its artwork than its gameplay. Super Jumbo, the first production multiplayer EM and the first game to use score reels. Sweet Adeline, the game about math. Royal Flush, a game with both a roto and gobble holes. Sittin' Pretty, a beautiful game with the backglass animation of dunking clowns. Queen of Diamonds, a game with gobble holes and a roto in the back box. Universe, which is one of my favorite space-themed pinball machines, which has a unique entry onto the playfield with multiple choke points for the ball to ride in, multiple flippers, 4, and a back box animation of a rocket ship orbiting a planet. Very cool. Spotted Card, a game with 4 kickouts in line with a gobble hole. Flipper, which was the first game that Gottlieb produced that used metal side rails. It was also the first add-a-ball game for territories where winning replays was illegal. And it was also the first of a series of games that began with Flipper. Flipper Clown, Flipper Parade, etc. Wanye Neyens designed all of these. It was also the first wedgehead. Tropic Isle with the unique roll-under gate orientation in the center of the playfield. Slick Chick, a famous game with the words slick and chick spelled out on the bumper caps. Very difficult game. Swing Along, the first game with the spinner. GG, another interesting bumper orientation. The highly regarded North Star. Buckaroo with a cool backlash animation. And Spirit of 76 and Pioneer round out the career. There are many, many, many more games that Mr. Neyens designed that I did not go over here. Each one is very interesting, at least, and many are considered masterpieces of the craft. Happy birthday, Mr. Neyens, and thank you for all the years and years and years of enjoyment that your games have given many, 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 many fans the world over. Well, thank you again for joining me. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at nbaldridge, and you can listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.